Today's video, I'll be making a 286 16 megahertz machine with PCEM version 17. But before you start, you need a couple of things. You'll need a copy of MS-DOS 5.0, MS-DOS 5.0 boot disks, PCEM BIOS, an Adlib disk, mouse driver, and that's pretty much it. You could get 7-Zip on 7-Zip's website here. I'll leave all the URLs in the video description below. Here's the MS-DOS 5.0, the MS-DOS 5.0 boot disk, Adlib disk, mouse driver. The BIOS is here. You could download these. Just download them before you start so you can have it all ready just like this. So I'm going to start PCEM version 17. Let's get started. Before you start, you could put all the BIOS files in here in the ROMs folder in PCEM. Just dump it all in there and start PCEM. Let's make a machine. I'll call it 286. That's what I'll call mine. You could call yours whatever you want. I'll be selecting 286 AMI clone. I will put 2 megabytes of RAM, 16 megahertz. You could select whatever you like. Doesn't matter. I guess I'll put an FPU in there. I'll select VGA, standard VGA. Adlib. Select stereo, LBTDAC. Be selecting my floppy drive selections, floppy disk drive selections, 3.5 at 1.44 megabytes for A drive, 5.5 inch, 1.2 megabytes for B drive. I don't think they had CDs back in the 286 days, so that's not going to matter. Let's create image. 40 megabytes. Want to write that down here somewhere because we're going to need this information. Going to select VHD so we can put files in it later on. So I'm going to create a machine. Storage, I'll call it call mine that. Call the hard drive main 40 megabytes. Okay. Select D drive and select another hard drive. We could put 2 hard drives in it, so might as well do that. The next one will be 63 megabytes. VHD again. I'm going to write this down again. Okay. Denoted as VHD. Save. Okay. Mouse, just a standard serial mouse, 2-button. Those are my hard drive images. So now I'm going to start this. Let's see if I selected the right sound. Okay, good. Just want to double check there. I want to go into the BIOS. I'm going to press escape here. Press delete key to get into the BIOS. Run CMOS setup. Page up and page down when you get to the floppy drive. So page down, okay. That. Now I need to set the hard drive. The first drive I said was this one. Middle mouse click to get out. So this one right here. Page up and page down again. Something that's closest to my drive. We'll try this one. I guess 41. For D drive, I'll select this one for because it's 62 megabytes. So now I'm going to press escape. It says write data in CMOS and save. Y for yes and enter. Escape. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it better. So I'm going to go back. Hard reset. Go back into the BIOS. Escape to bypass that. Delete. Run XCMOS setup. Easy, neat chipset register setup. Okay, looks good. Good. You could enable shadow RAM if you want. It makes the computer a little bit faster. But I don't care about that right now. So you could do that if you want. It's up to you, but I'm not in this video. Write CMOS registers and exit. Okay, good. So now what I want to do is middle mouse click to get out and insert a disk. Okay, this is where my file is at. I'm going to copy that so I can access this. Paste. Or Control V if you want. Going to put in the MS-DOS 6 5.0 startup disk. And now I'm going to press enter. And I should be able to boot right into it. And first I want to run fdisk. Create a DOS partition for logical drive. Number 1, enter. Yes. Escape. Number 5, change current fixed disk. I'm going to select number 2 now. Number 1, enter. Create primary DOS partition 1, enter. Yes. Escape. Escape. then enter. Okay, now I want to press format. I want to format C drive so I could use the hard drive. Enter. Format D drive. Yes. Now I should be able to go into C drive and D drive. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to change disk. I want to put in the MS-DOS 5.0 installation disk, so I'm going to put that in first. Go back to A drive. Okay. Just type in setup and enter. Enter. Everything looks correct here. If you are living in another country, you could select that if you want. But I live in the US, so I'm going to select US, and I want it to install to the hard drive. C drive, yes. Enter. So now I'll be installing with Microsoft Windows 5.0 to my computer or hard drive. Middle mouse click again. Let's go to history. Enter. Okay, so now we're gonna go here and eject A drive. Press enter. Press Alt F and then use the arrow key up and enter. What I want to do is now I want to put the mouse driver in here. Enter the first disk for the mouse driver. Go to C drive. This is where I want to copy my mouse driver to. Just want to copy those two files. Go to C drive. Okay, so I'm going to eject that disk. Okay, so now I want to edit auto exec bat and config.sys. So I'm telling it to start the mouse driver and then go into DOS shell. Alt F, save. Alt F, exit. I'm going to edit config sys. To that. My drivers are in mouse, in drivers, subdirectory mouse. It's mouse.sys. I want to check something else. Okay, I guess I could change the files to 20 or something. Let's do that. Alt F, save. Alt F, exit. I'm going to restart the computer. I guess EMM3D6 doesn't work. I don't have a 3D6. Mouse works. For that. Okay, good. So now what I want to do is I want to put some programs in here. Shut this down. I want to use computer management, storage, disk management. Just click here. Left click here. Any one of them, doesn't matter. Go to attach VHD. Browse. I'm going to open this up. Now I can access this so I can put files in it. Put some games in it. Okay, good. Now I'm going to eject that. Detach. Then connect it back to PCEM. Alt Control page down for full screen. If you want to get out of full screen, it's Alt Control page down as well. Try some games, basically. See if they work or not. Okay, good, that works. Okay, that it works. All the games are working. Adlib is working as well. If something like this happens, you just press shift and right mouse button and press move. Use the cursor keys, and then you could just move it with the mouse like that. Sometimes it gets stuck in the middle. This part gets stuck and you can't move it. That's how you do it. Anyways, this concludes this video, and I will leave everything in the video descriptions below so you can have access to all the files and make a 286 machine for yourself. Okay, thanks for watching.